Now, despite hope the lockdown will lift in Victoria today, we saw those international flights. We heard from Gab that they will remain suspended. It's another blow. 35,000 Australians are still stranded abroad. Debate is continuing over how much responsibility the federal government should be having and taking over boosting capacity to bring more people home. Now, Michael Etherington is one of the lucky ones. He secured a flight from the UK after being trapped since the start of the pandemic.
What the federal government needs to do is open up a lot more facilities like Howard Springs in Northern Territories and take on the responsibility of bringing all these Australians home. It's their home. They are crying out for help. And there has to be a coordinated approach with DFAT to get Qantas DFAT flights flying in from London, Frankfurt and other parts of the world on a more regular basis, because existing commercial flights are flying in with about 10% capacity, mainly with first and business class passengers. So the ordinary Australians cannot afford these flights. They get bumped off numerous flights, 4 or 5 at a time, and are stranded in London, where they've got no work at the moment because of COVID. They are couch surfing. They are desperate. And I'm asking the Prime Minister, from me, from the 40,000 Australians stranded abroad, take on this responsibility, sir. You cannot allow the states to keep holding on to this responsibility. I'm one of the lucky ones. I had to buy a business class flight eventually, because I was kicked off my economy flight. It's cost me over $16,000 to get home. That's not on top of the $3,000 of quarantine. So, Mr. Morrison, this is your responsibility. You are in charge of this country. You are in charge of bringing these 40,000 people home ASAP. You promised to get them home by Christmas. We are now getting towards mid-February. You have let them down. You have got to look after them.